Hello, everybody. Welcome back to TonySpicks.com. I'm Tony T. It's time for NHL playoff pick here from Ramon Scott. You'll find his premium plays over at TonySpicks.com, showing green here the last 30 days, MLB, NHL, WNBA. All the sports in action on Thursday. Ramon, what's going on?
Yeah, Tony, NHL action on Thursday night. We're going to try to get a win for somebody maybe here, try to avoid some of these sweeps in the playoff action, but nonetheless, we've got a big game here on Thursday night, Stanley Cup action, U.S. and Canada.
That's right. Big game tonight as we get ready for it here, 8 Eastern time on ABC. Panthers at Oilers. Oilers favorite $1.35, total 5.5.
Yeah, Tony, so a little bit of news if you're getting this video here early on. The news cycle here on Thursday, the Edmonton Oilers going to have a little bit of rest advantage, maybe just a little bit. We know that Florida already playing their first game outside of the Eastern time zone in 3 months, Tony, and on Wednesday night, their flight was delayed 3 hours. Pretty bad weather going on in Florida, some storms there, and they did arrive in Edmonton. They'll have less than 24 hours of rest for the game. Not a terrible dilemma, but like I said, when you're a team that really has played for the last 3 months all on the East Coast, and we're dealing with that massive travel here between these two teams in this series, Tony, maybe putting the Florida Panthers here just a little bit behind in preparation for the game. They lead the series, of course, 2-0. They were a better team, of course, in control in game two. Edmonton was a better team, I thought, certainly in game one. I think a lot of people thought that, but it was all about Bob and his big game there in that one. Now, of course, the big question mark for Florida with Barkov as he practiced on Wednesday. I think Barkov will probably make this game here, but certainly with his injury, that's probably the biggest question mark going in. Now, Evan Rodriguez has done a great job getting a big boost here for Florida with his 3 goals. He's been a pretty good player for this team, but standing out here big time so far in the first 2 games of the series. It had to feel like a missed opportunity, Tony, for the Oilers actually in game one. The Oilers 0 for 7 on the power play now in the series. Nothing really from the Edmonton Stars in the scoring department. Top-heavy teams in the Stanley Cup. It's always an uncomfortable feeling, but this is certainly a special group with the Oilers. Are going to need to grab at least one of these two. We know that. Skinner in goal, I got to give him a lot of props, Tony. Certainly underrated at this point for what he's done. I guess if you said, hey, he's going to give up 5 goals in the first 2 games, the Oilers said, well, maybe we can get 3 in one of the games and get out of there with 1 win. So I think Skinner's done a nice job. Just no wins to show for in those first 2 games. You get back here, Edmonton at home, Tony, 28-9-4 at home. We know Florida is a very special team. Play pretty strong defense. Maybe things could get looser here in Edmonton. Maybe not. This is the Stanley Cup Finals after all. We know Edmonton has that explosive scoring, but it's always kind of been, Tony, this season, maybe even the last 2 seasons here, the tougher the opponent at home for Edmonton, the lower the score. Not always in that fashion, but here still Stanley Cup Finals. I don't think it's going to be left open-ended, if you will. Florida's still gone under in 10 of their last 11 games right now. So the moves to Edmonton, I'm going to take under 5.5 here with this Stanley Cup game. I think a lot of folks are still going to think maybe with Edmonton at home we'll see more scoring here, but I think the plan for Florida is to continue to do what they've been doing. Maybe the offense will be, a little bit tougher here, even against Edmonton on the road, but they just figure, hey, let's play our game, get the 2 or 3 goals that we need, and we can get this road win. Nonetheless, I'm going to go under here, Tony, to emphasize my point. Edmonton was 17-22 to the under this season against teams with a .550 winning percentage or higher.
All right, Ramon Scott, click the link below for his best bets. Panthers and Oilers to go under total of 5.5 goals. All right, we got you the pick here from the NHL playoff here for the Thursday game. Now it's time to turn our attention over to TonySpace.com for the Thursday card. Showing Ramon here in the green. NHL, MLB, WNBA last 30 days. 8 on the board from baseball. We got NHL up there, W as well. What do you have going on over at Tony's Picks?
Well, it's going to be about Stanley Cup playoff action, Tony, and a premium play in the NHL game number 3, Florida at Edmonton, over at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off all premium pick packages. To get involved with my plays on the site on Thursday, we'll have a premium pick package for the games Tony mentioned. It's Thursdays. We got daytime baseball. There's a matinee card. I'll have a package of baseball games included with the package. It includes the NHL game at night. And, of course, there's some WNBA action as well. I specialize in that sport. So come on over to Tony'sPicks.com and grab a day package with me. Or why not grab a 3-day all sports pass? Leads you right up here into the weekend. Get my plays for Thursday, Friday, Saturday as we roll with our playoffs here this week, Tony, with tonight's games and more of Major League Baseball and WNBA this weekend. Head on over to Tony'sPicks.com. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20% off all premium pick packages. That 3-day pass, just $99. But use that promo code TonyT at checkout every time. Save 20% off the premium pick packages. And I'll have a day package available with all my plays here on Thursday. So check me out over at Tony'sPicks.com.
That's right, guys. Got Ramon Scott over at TonySpace.com in the green here on the major sports here last 30 days. NHL, MLB, WNBA. So get on board with Ramon Scott at TonySpace.com. Click the link in the description. You'll land on Ramon's page. You can verify all his records. Of course, we have a third party who gives us the scores, odds, and grades. So it's a third party doing the grading there. You can verify all those results. See every play Ramon has posted here on the site on his handicapper page. And, of course, get on board with those long-term passes. Trying for a 3-day or longer. And remember, those 1-day passes, best bets, 3-packs, multi-packs are profit guaranteed. They must turn a profit or the amount you purchased is credited back to your account for site credits. That is profit guaranteed. But whatever you choose, remember that promo code TonyT at checkout saves you that 20% off. Link is in the description to get there. All right, everyone. Also posted a WNBA 3-pack for you here on the site. So, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications for those picks. Also, tune in live every day on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. 9 a.m. Eastern Time with the morning steam, free picks from all the major board. Also, we'll deal with peripherals, of course, and allow the chat to chime in with their picks and suggestions. Tune in to the morning steam live, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, archives immediately on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. So if you happen to miss it, catch it on your lunch break, drive home, just go to our live tab and get the replay. For Ramon, I'm Tony T. We'll talk to you later.